Every child loves a good bedtime story. It's the perfect wind-down routine before bed. But what are the best bedtime stories? Which ones will keep your kids entertained and engaged without being too scary or complex for them to understand? We have just the thing for you. Here is our list of timeless fables, classic bedtime stories that every child should hear at least once. Our collection of classic children's stories is perfect for parents and storytellers of all ages. These tales are not only entertaining, but also have valuable life lessons that children can learn from the cunning fox, and the fox in the grapes, to the hardworking ant, and the ant and the grasshopper. These stories have been loved by generations of children and continue to be relevant today. So snuggle up with your little ones and enjoy these timeless tales. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let's begin. The Tortoise and the Hare. This famous fable is a great story to teach kids about the importance of perseverance and never giving up. The moral of the story is often summarized as slow and steady wins the race, but it's actually a bit more complex than that. The story teaches us that arrogance and overconfidence can lead to failure, while humility and determination can lead to success. It is a great reminder for kids to stay focused on their goals and to never give up, no matter how difficult things may seem. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. This story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of lying and making false alarms. A young shepherd boy who tends to his flock of sheep is bored and lonely and decides to play a trick on the villagers by yelling "Wolf, wolf," thinking they would come to his rescue. However, when a real wolf appears, the boy's cries for help are ignored and the sheep are killed. The moral of the story is that if you lie too much, people will eventually stop believing you, even when you're telling the truth. It's an important lesson about the consequences of dishonesty and the value of being truthful. The Little Red Hen. This is a classic story about the importance of hard work and taking responsibility for your actions. A little red hen finds some wheat and decides to make bread, but she doesn't want to do the work alone. She asks the other animals on the farm to help her, but they all refuse. So the hen does all the work herself, and in the end, she gets to enjoy the fruits of her labor, while the other animals get nothing. The moral of the story is that if you don't contribute to a task, you shouldn't expect to receive any reward. It is a simple but powerful lesson that teaches kids the importance of hard work and taking responsibility for their actions. The Lion and the Mouse. This famous fable is a great story to teach kids about kindness and the importance of treating others well, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem. When a mouse asked the lion for mercy after he had captured her, the lion, amused by her tiny size, lets her go. Later, the lion finds himself trapped in a hunter's net, and the mouse, hearing his roars, comes to his rescue. The moral of the story is often summarized as one good turn deserves another, but it's actually a bit more complex than that. The story teaches us that even the smallest of creatures can be of great help, and that we should always treat others with kindness and respect. The Ant and the Grasshopper. This is a classic story about the importance of planning ahead and preparing for the future. An ant works hard all summer long to gather food for the winter, but a grasshopper spends all his time playing around. When winter arrives, the grasshopper is too weak and cold to play his violin, while the ant enjoys his hard-earned feast. The moral of the story is often summarized as an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, but it's actually a bit more complex than that. The story teaches us that while it's important to enjoy the present moment, it's also essential to plan for the future and be prepared for any eventuality. Which of these classic bedtime stories is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more amazing videos. See you next time.